welcome to my dining room. Today I wanted to do a little video to show you how I eat, especially during times of uncertainty, traveling, quarantines, things like that. So I thought I'd bring a little bit of my pantry over to you. None of these brands am I compensated for in any way. This is just stuff out of my pantry just to give you some ideas. All right, so we'll start with, in the morning, my coffee. I used to drink black coffee a lot, and then, you know, they say when you get older, your taste buds change. So now I'm kind of a fan of creamer. I do use sugar-free creamer most of the time, but when I can find it, I really like this dairy-free nut pods. This is French vanilla. This one has the little Whole30 emblem on it, if you can see. I try to buy Whole30 and paleo compliant products when I can find them. If not, I generally choose sugar-free, and that's just fine. Next, I am a big bread fan. So, of course, those of you who know me well know that I don't eat traditional bread. So, matter of fact, when they do catch me eating something like a biscuit or something, everybody jaw drops. And anyway, but for the most part, I try to stay grain-free. So I do like these almond flour wraps from Siete Foods. They are the closest to a flour tortilla that I have found. Now, I get these at Whole Foods. I think some Walmarts have them. Every now and then I'm in a situation where I can't find these. So Mission has a carb balanced tortilla. So if I can't get grain-free, I try to stay low carb. So that's another idea. And they're a little bit cheaper. These are a little pricey, but overall I think they're just kind of healthier. Which brings me to my next. My kind of bread, some people think it's kind of gross, but I like it. It's a paleo thin bread from Julian Bakery. I paid about $14, I want to say, for the loaf, but I'm the only one in this house eating this loaf, and it's going to last me a while. I keep it in the fridge. The bread is probably about that big, so it's very, very small. You do have to toast it twice to get the consistency of more like bread. Otherwise, it's really, really dense, so I have trouble kind of getting it down. But like I said, in the toaster, and I generally use it for kind of like open face, or if I want something like sugar-free cinnamon toast or something like that, that is my go-to. Okay. So I'm also a chip person. I think the hardest part about my eating makeover, if you want to call it, was the fact that I am generally a carbohydrate freak, y'all. I like chips and French fries and potatoes of all forms. So I had to find a chip that was compliant. Now, Siete has a tortilla chip that's grain-free that's really, really good. I ate all those the other day. I made myself a taco salad. But I also had these in my pantry. These are, they're called the Real Coconut, grain-free Himalayan pink salt coconut chips. They're made from coconut flour. So these are not like the meat of the coconut. They're not like coconut chips. They closely resemble a pita chip. So I like to use them as a dip for guacamole. I like holy guacamole. It's probably my favorite. Or Whole Foods makes a homemade guacamole. I also use it in hummus. So I don't do like a strict paleo or Whole30 on a regular basis. Every now and then I'll just kind of play with a Whole30 for 30 days. But for the most part, I try to keep it low carb and grain free. So I do eat cheese. All right, so this is called Moon Cheese. I'm a big Cheez-It fan. And this is pretty close to it. I think they say like astronaut cheese or whatever. But it's really good to use as croutons or as a little snack. It is a little strong on the taste side. The pepper jack, not so much, but like the cheddar's like, wow, that's cheesy. Also nuts. All right, so I like the deluxe nuts. See, I got these from Walmart. So in the deluxe, you're probably not going to find peanuts. Peanuts, by definition, are a legume. I, by definition, try to stay away from legumes just because they're a little starchy, but not saying that you shouldn't eat them. I eat peanut butter every now and then, but I try to stay away from them in my nuts. This one's almonds, cashews, pistachios, pecans, and macadamias. A big thing about your nuts, though, so you're going to buy the canister, and what you don't want to do is stick the canister on the counter, because then you're going to be constantly in the canister. So a quarter of a cup is your general serving size. If you have access to a measuring cup, I would go ahead and measure that out, put it in a little bowl, and then if you're having one of those like really hangry days, like I need more of a snack, then get yourself a piece of fruit to eat with your nuts, and it will keep you on track. I generally stay away from bananas unless I'm having one of those days that I'm coaching a lot, or if I'm going to be running a long distance, or if I know I'm going to need those carbohydrates. All right, what's next? Pork rinds, y'all. These are good for you, which made me so excited. So here's what I have. I like Epic Provisions. They're just a very clean brand. However, you can use any pork rinds you want. This one, the ingredients are pork skins, pork fat, black pepper, sea salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. You have 5 servings per container, and really, if you read the ingredients, you're like, oh, pork fat, but animal fat is good for you. You just don't want to eat a ton of it, okay? So you're only talking like 80 calories per serving. So once again, if it says it's 5 servings per container, try to get this bag if you're not used to weighing and measuring, and maybe put 5 sandwich-sized bags out and divide them evenly into the 5 bags, and then you kind of will get a little bit better at determining what is a proper portion size. I mean, if you ate the whole bag, you're 400 calories down, so that's like a meal, right? So you don't want to do that. Okay, snacks. So every now and then, I still need a chocolate bar or something like that. I quit smoking about 5 years ago, so when I smoked, I wasn't a snacker. And then when I quit, I became a snacker, and I started to like things that maybe I didn't like so much when I smoked. So these are sugar-free Chocolate Zero. I found them at Whole Foods. You can probably find them online. They are individually wrapped, so this is really good, okay? Because if they were not, I would eat the whole bag. I don't suggest you do that. But these are 3 grams of net carb, which means you take your total carbohydrate and you subtract the dietary fiber. They're also sugar alcohol free, so those of you on keto or low carb know that sugar alcohol is going to be counted in your total carbs. And it's just, sugar alcohol might make your body think that you're getting sugar, and it may not burn the fat. So these are good. Just eat them one at a time and not one an hour, okay? Like my thing is 1 a day, all right? And they're kind of like those little bark thins, if you like those, a little thin chocolate. Another thing that I have is my own version of cereal. My kids like sugar cereal. I don't know. I think they're just getting a bowl of sugar. But they're teenagers and whatever, like eat your Fruit Loops. However, if I eat their Fruit Loops, I pay for it. My waistline does not like that. So I like grain-free granola, okay? I use Paleo Nola, or there's another brand called Wild Free that's real good. And basically it's just finely chopped nuts, and this original has vanilla, I want to say. Some of them you'll find blueberry, you can find some dark chocolate, sugar-free. But I like to use it as cereal or as a granola for yogurt. So when I'm not doing a Whole30, like a strict Whole30, I still eat yogurt. I just do plain vanilla, Greek. And I might take a quarter of a cup of this, or even an eighth of a cup to get my portion size in half, and just sprinkle it on top. When I am using it for cereal, I do use a quarter of a cup. I use a very, very small bowl. And then I usually do about half a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk with it, and it is real good. It's delicious. a little bar or something a little more portable to snack on. So I have these RX nut butters. You just kind of knead it, you open it up and you can eat it, or you can spread it on your paleo bread or your grain-free tortilla. I've done it all different ways. They're really yummy. They do not last long. All right, and I'm also a fan of Laro bars. So a lot of my members at our CrossFit box like these banana chocolate chip. There we go. And then my husband and I are fans of peanut butter cookie. I like Laro bar because generally you've got, in this one, dates, peanuts, and sea salt. That's it. So in the world of breakfasty type bars, these are pretty much the bomb. Now these do have sugar in them, but they are fair trade sugar, and the carbohydrates are not that bad. So on the days that you might be nuts backwards, upside down, needing a little bit more, banana chocolate chip makes you feel like you're eating something really bad, when really it's not really bad for you at all. You just don't want to eat 10 of them. All right, so if you guys have any questions, just drop them in the comments, and y'all please stay safe and take care. And if you guys have any other suggestions of what you would like to see as far as nutrition, let me know. Have a good one.